Okay, let's have a look at Tigrak versus Binary Soloist. This is Red White Legends against Nadu, presumably. Only green mana in play at the moment for Tigrak, not looking too hot. This is game 3. Some trading off with these scavenging oozes, maybe. Harsh Mental down. If we ever find blue mana and a Nadu and an enabler, should be good. Although it is true to say that Boros doesn't seem to have so much going on right now either. Maybe we're going to make a 1-drop here on Tigrak's side and trade with Kythian, or I don't know, you can't necessarily trade Kythian. No, whatever he was thinking of doing for 1 mana he didn't do. Still stuck on 2 green lands though. I guess this ooze can now grow to a 3, which makes the attacking interesting. Maybe it might have been fun on defense, I don't know. Maybe we're racing mono green. Binary Soloist plays Lurus. Tigrak gets rid of the 1-drop in response. Pretty good. Oh, they do have the land drop, and now they have a Harsh Mentor. Very interesting sequence there. Tigrak probably thinking, oh, blue mana. Okay, everything is now possible. Lose 1 mana off the scavenging, lose 1 life off the scavenging activation is pretty sad, but this is now blocking all comers. Oh, lure us down. That's pretty good. Now eat Lurus to become a 5, losing 1 life down to 9. I don't know if that matters, probably not. Well, for someone who didn't make their 3rd land drop till just now, almost missing a colour. Tigrak seems to be putting up a fight here. I notice most of the Simic Nadu lists are not running Savage Swipe, but Tigrak is definitely a believer. All his lists have it in some number. Potentially Price of Progress in the Boros deck. Currently does 4 damage, but quite a few non-basics in this blue-green list, considering it's only 2 colours. Kythian, I don't know what Kythian is suggesting here, that I have a Chain Lightning? That I have nothing to do with my mana and I might as well spend 3 of it on a weird bluff? Hard to say. Okay, so yeah, literally just nothing doing for Boros, which is very good news for Tigrak. Tigrak decides not to exile Lurus at the cost of a life, to make his ooze one bigger, 4/4 being pretty big. I guess flowering makes Kithian a 4/2. Oh, decides to go for it now. Interesting. Maybe with the same thought. Flowering, a pretty good draw. Okay, the third savage swipe really doing work here. Interesting sequencing there. Could have savage swiped the mentor. I wanted to be one bigger, perhaps, in case of some damage-based removal. So another bluff attack from Kithian. Might as well. Already put Lurrus in hand and cast it and had it killed, so no mana sink of that sort available. Yeah, it seems to have drawn a lot of lands over here. Making your 7th land drop in Boros aggro is not really where you want to be on schedule. I wonder if Tigrak starts attacking with his potentially 6/6 ooze. Probably not. Depends on what he has in hand, of course. Mana leaks, at least, that this deck relies on seem pretty bad now. But maybe they can be discarded to a forbid with buyback or something else useful. Here comes maybe Nardu, the namesake. Not sure what other threes are. Invasion of Segovia, some people play. Oh, so Tigrak is on the Unctus Fate Stitcher combo-rific version, by the looks of things, and decides either he doesn't have any useful counter spells, quite likely with this many lands in play for Boros, or that a Fate Stitcher is worth playing out. Does not attack the dudes, so still valuing his 2 life over Binary Soloist's 5 life. I guess something like a Merry would be really bad news if he attacked with the ooze. And then once this Fate Stitcher is active, that would no longer be true. So we might see the corner turned soon, or we might see Kithian indestructible on defense. Nope. Looks like not. Might be better on defense. Looks pretty good for Tigrak. Pretty good for a only green mana keep. Here is Nardu, so now we can start drawing cards and things should we not need Fate Stitcher for other purposes. I guess attack with ooze with the ability to untap ooze and also get a Nardu trigger is pretty sick. Maybe eats the Harsh Mentor here, maybe doesn't bother. Not sure what they might have for green mana. Some people are playing a hexproof granting spell in that slot, but you wouldn't have that in this matchup, I wouldn't have thought. Okay, Combust. It's pretty good. So Fate Stitcher maybe untaps ooze here to get a second. No. So Hardu down. So it wasn't all lands in hand for Binary Soloist, even though it clearly was a lot of lands. And they are going to get in for 2 here, presumably. No, because of course you can't tap Scavenging Ooze and block. Yeah, so at some point this Kithian probably wants to stay on defense with all this spare mana to make it indestructible. I mean, an indestructible 2/1 is good against a 5/5 with no evasion. Not yet. Binary Soloist has a play It is Sinu Canine Protector. So, a threat, but maybe not a super exciting one here. Sinu can gain life and scry and come back, but the coming back part looks like it's going to be difficult on this board. One card in hand for Binary Soloist, which is probably another Combust or a land. That's the best guesses that we have. Scavenging Ooze now 7/7. It'd be really nice to have a Kithian with an indestructible activation up here, but take 7 instead. Sinu with Vigilance is free to attack unless the Fate Stitcher taps it. Tigrak decides that tapping it is a good idea. Force you to make that exile Sinu, gain 2 life, scry 2 or not decision right now, and then presumably tap Kithian next turn and attack for lethal. So, what's that?
We've just found a bug. That's an interaction between specifically Bard class and specifically Living Death.
Okay.
And the bug is that Bard class should give everything +1/+1 counters.
Yeah.
But when things enter only from Living Death, they don't get the counters. It doesn't know which card is bugged.
Yeah.
And it's not in the database, of course. No one has ever played this match before again.
Yeah, I mean, we have got rules for when a bug is found during a tournament. In the case where an undocumented bug interaction only becomes known during a competitive match, at the tournament organizer's discretion, a game loss or match loss may be imposed. The game loss should be enacted by the bugged card's controller conceding the game. Any confusion should be discussed with the tournament organizer on the bugged card player's clock. This all assumes we know which card is bugged. Okay, interesting. Is anybody dealing with
I don't
this?
know which card is bugged because the technical interaction between the two is bugged.
Yeah.
So I know what I should test. I should test things that say enter with and see if there's just Bard class with anything that says enter with.
Yeah, we are gonna, what are we gonna do? We're probably just gonna let it lie because...
yeah, it's like fine for that game because
yeah.
I would have lost 3 Atlas, but it's a very weird one.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay.
So we have probably have like an Academy of Elite or something stupid like that. And here's I mean, it's going to be a sample replacement effect, so it's not going to be okay, I'm going to test with
A lethal laboratory maniac, aka Grey Ogre, has entered the battlefield.
Card. And then you don't need to sack it. So I guess like
Does not look good. Okay, Burst Lightning kicked to face. Can we top deck another one? Can't get any damage in with these creatures, so it's going to have to be literally Burst Lightning, Chain Lightning, or I guess Price of Progress for a tie. Gain 2 life, scry 2 does not speak of an instant win here. 2 bottom. Kithian gets in, which is intriguing. Meridian Maniac blocks. Binary Soloist doesn't care to keep his creature alive, and it's Chain Lightning. Oh my god! That's it! Now, can we activate Ooze?
oh my god, it's lightning killing.
We can activate Ooze to live. So in fact, attacking was just a totally disastrous decision. And if they'd not attacked, that probably would have won the game? Wow. Jesus. Well, I mean, perfect draws on the end after flooding horribly, but not able to quite take advantage of it here. And that's it. Well, maybe not the best advertisement for Magic the Gathering, but that was a dramatic ending at least. Let's see who else is playing. Not that... I don't see any matches. There may have been the last match. Somehow Boros aggro going to time. Okay, good luck in round 3, people that are playing in round 3.